In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to arrange our faux artichoke arrangement, and this is the premium size. I'm using our Orwell small vase. It's got quite a nice narrow neck, so it's going to hold all these stems really nicely. But this arrangement also really suits our Norton vase, the Ockold vase, and the Floughton vase. All looks really good. So we're starting off with our lovely green eucalyptus. And we're just going to be bending this down quite a lot to make sure that it's in proportion with the vase, because if we go too tall, it's going to feel disconnected to our vase. So one in there, and the other one around about the same, maybe even a little bit lower. I think people are often shocked to see how much I bend the stems down, particularly when I'm using a smaller vase. But honestly, don't be scared to. One, they just bend back, and two, it is going to make a huge difference to your vase. It's one of the most I'd say common mistakes that I see when people send in photos and they're like, oh, it just doesn't feel right, and it's because their stems are too big. So next we're going to go in with the faux fern stems, which has just got lovely delicate texture and really nice green to kind of contrast with that eucalyptus. And again, I'm bending that down a lot, and you can use your vase as a nice measure against it so that you know, and I'll kind of show you there like how high of a bend that this one's got into it. And then just kind of intertwining these with the eucalyptus. Might have one behind it and then the other one in front of it. So maybe do this one here in front. And if the stems are obviously really long, that they're going to poke above the vase like this, and you're worried about the look, you can just bend it back on itself again so that you just avoid getting that. Like so. So then we've got a nice shape for our arrangement then. Next I'm going to pop in our lovely olive stem. Now we only need one of these in this because this is such a lovely big stem with so many sprays off it. And again, sound like a broken record, but really bending this up a lot. So almost right down to that final branch, and just kind of bending it on itself so you've got like an S shape. And I'm going to pop that right through the middle and just allow them sprays to come through all of the other foliage so it all feels really natural. Then we're going to pop in our artichoke stems. So we've got two of these in this arrangement. Such incredible colours on these, and the shape. They are so realistic. I love using them in kitchens and areas where you don't really want a floral all the time. You just want something that's dramatic, but you can just leave all year round. So again, with this one, because we've only got two, we're going to treat it as if it were a hydrangea. So it's got a nice big head. We want to see it, but equally we don't want them to look odd in and amongst the foliage. So bending this one down quite a lot and almost having it kind of tipping over the edge of that vase coming towards us like that. And then the other one, so if I were to just kind of plonk that in there, they're going to look really disjointed. So you want to bring that down to a point where it feels like they're not too similar, but equally they're as part of one of the arrangement. So maybe somewhere about there. And again, I'm just going to turn it almost towards like it's looking that way, and this one's looking this way. And then last but by no means least is our lovely delicate white wax flower. Just lots of nice pretty detail on these, and it's a nice introduction to the white colour without it being a solid colour. So two of these, I'm going to have one of them quite high up in the arrangement, maybe a touch higher, about there. And then the other one a little bit lower, on the other side. Something like that. And then you just want to take a good step back and make sure that you're completely happy with the shape and formation of everything, which I feel like I am. It's always good to step away and come back to it with fresh eyes sometimes and put it in situ. But there you have it, a very nice, easy, all year round display. I hope you really enjoyed watching, and if you give it a go, I would love to see it in your homes.